want that was stuck by your side for all.
Alright, is this shit live?
Is
Is this shit live?
And, you know,
Why would you say that? Okay, here's the thing. She just had a baby.
right.
Isn't there something that says, you know what, that's kind of out of bounds? I don't need
Well,
that.
they did it, I've had it done to me before, so.
I know, she's just a whore, that's all that is. I mean, she's gonna do this. She sleeps with everybody, Jerry. I mean, everybody.
What's wrong with getting laid? I mean, what's wrong with it? I'm not in a relationship.
Oh no, hold on. Oh no, a whole
What do
lot
you
of
mean? What's going on?
Well, 2 months ago, J-Rock recorded a video on Facebook about how guys come up and lie on everybody that they know of when they get caught cheating. So it's like, so it's basically like,
bro, the title
your girl
bumming me
goes
out.
to
I ain't
the
gonna lie.
and you know, she try to confront you about something you think. So you says like, yeah, you know, like that wasn't me or whatever, man. That was such and such. Yeah. So you gonna just lie on everyone except just throw you off.
That's how you got to be famous in your
Yeah, that's
own
how I
time.
got it. And I reached like 17,000 views on it.
17,000 people wanted to see,
Yeah.
wanted to see what guys say when they get caught.
Yeah, basically.
So now what happened?
Well, I see that like I woke up like, okay, I got everybody's attention now on Facebook. I ain't have a job, so I was like, how could I make some money? A lot of money. So I woke up like people got to eat every day.
Yeah, people got to eat. Yeah.
All right.
I've heard.
So I opened
I've
up a
heard
restaurant
that.
out of
I've
my
heard that.
parents' house called Pat's Kitchen
Yeah.
down there in Macon, Georgia.
Yes.
I actually made a little video, you know, so you guys can see it in case
Oh,
you ever come down and
you
wanna
have a
try it.
restaurant now.
Yeah,
And where is this restaurant? In your home?
in my parents' house.
People come to your. We'll see the video in a second. People come to your parents' house to eat,
Come eat, enjoy
and
everything.
you charge them there when they come in the
Yes,
house.
sir. Take credit cards and all.
Okay, let's take a look at this video of this restaurant.
Alright.
What's it called? Pat's?
Pat's Kitchen.
Pat's Kitchen.
What's up, Jerry, man? How's it going, man? Look, this is the very
Let's see how this should go.
main national spot in Macon, Georgia, where it all go down, man. Pat's Kitchen, man. Where the best
Let's
fillet,
see
best
how
burger,
this
best
shit
wings,
Go.
best chicken finger, pork chop sandwich, man. Anything you can think of to eat, this is the best place for to get it from right here. Your very own Pat's Kitchen is finest. Owned by me. Right here we have the wing area, basically. Where everybody just sit around with me, all the girls. You know, probably have about 10 to 12 girls at a time, really just sitting there waiting on me to come to cook. Right here, you got the different sauces. See, you got the pie cakes, you got the key lime cakes, you got the deep fryers right here. Basically where it all happened at. It's deep fry. Without the deep fry, when no magic works.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, yo, 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 yo. Up top rebound, walk on.
Coming to America is the #1 movie in America. With a totally unexpected
Oh,
surprise,
boy.
Eddie Murphy is still the king. So what?
So that's your restaurant. Well, good luck with it, and you know I can see it's a big money maker. What? Okay, so go ahead. Now what's the story?
Well, it's just like,
there we
ever
go.
since I got my fame on Facebook with the Pat Kitchen and my video,
Yeah.
it causes a lot of attention to me, and it causes me to cheat a lot.
Oh, because you become famous with the restaurant, you become kind of like a celebrity in town, and you're meeting a lot of girls. Is
Yeah,
that what it
basically,
is?
that's how it is.
Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend, by the way?
Yeah, I do have one.
Oh, okay. How did this happen?
When I came out with my business, you know, a lot of girls threw themselves at me. So
You what?
my girl works overnight, right?
At a good restaurant? I mean, at a restaurant?
She worked Walmart overnight.
She works at Walmart overnight.
Okay.
So from 10 to 12, I got the chance to do whatever I want to do. Cause I know she gonna call me on her break every night at 20 never fail.
At midnight,
At midnight she calls.
I don't know
Oh,
what
you don't want to be doing
anything.
anything you're not supposed to be doing at midnight.
Yeah,
Don't you call?
but she think on that these places that called the bootleg, which is the place where we go shoot craps at, cause I shoot crap.
Oh, and that's pretty legal also. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but this one particular night I took her to work. She thought I was going to the bootleg, but I actually wasn't. I went to go hook up with her named Aisha.
Oh, you hooked up with Aisha.
Yeah.
Where did you meet Aisha?
At my
I think
restaurant.
Yeah. So Aisha walked out. Did you give her one of the better table? Well, you don't have tables. One of the better chairs out there?
I give her a free plate.
You gave her. Man. So she's getting a free meal at Pat's restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. Okay, so she's obviously blown away by this.
Yeah.
And so you then hook up with her.
Yeah, so look, I hooked up with her that night.
Oh,
You know,
by the
we
way.
in the car doing what we do. You know, we having sex.
Yeah.
My girls, it ain't even 12 o'clock
Hey,
yet, but
this
she
was
blowing
just
me up
shit,
with sunscreen grease. But like, she just blowing me up. And I know this ain't normal.
Who was your girlfriend?
Yeah,
with
my girlfriend just
Oh,
called.
she was the one blowing
Yeah,
you
she
up,
just
yeah.
blowing me up.
Not the girl in the car.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to do what I do because I'm trying to get me. So, you know, I just let the phone ring, so I'm having her thinking I'm asleep.
Okay.
All right, so
So now you finish up.
I finished up.
30
I did
seconds
eat.
later.
I'm rushing home. I'm doing the dash.
Oh.
I gotta do it all. I run upstairs, take my shirt off, got my pants on, shoes still on, throw the cover back over, and I'm like, hello.
Oh, you're
I'm
pretending.
gonna have to change the title of the stream. I'm gonna do
Get
that.
trained in less than a year at Universal Technical Institute for jobs that are in demand right now. Prepare to work on vehicles in the transportation industry. What are you waiting for?
What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So, I'm not gonna lie here, guys, this was definitely one of those videos that, for lack of a better phrase, I really wanted to do. So, for this video, we were helping our really good friend, Hunter Hadley. Hunter wanted to place his girlfriend, Mackenzie, to the Gold Digger test. As I ask everyone, are you sure you want to go through with this? Are you sure you want to do this?
I need to.
So we've actually known Hunter for quite some time now, and he's honestly a really good dude. But unfortunately, his last relationship ended very badly, and that's actually one of the reasons, if not the major reason, why Hunter himself wanted to place Mackenzie to the test in the first place.
So, Laura cheated on me.
Would you mind sharing, like, why? Why is it that you want to do this?
I had a relationship where, you know, I cared deeply for this woman. She loved me, I thought. She texted me one day early in the morning and says we're breaking up. A year ago, November 1st, she says we're over.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. So I'm like, what the heck is this? I go to her house and I can hear talking. So I go to the back window and I see she's about to kiss this guy. So I go to the front, knock on the door, and as soon as I knock, he just opens up, punches me.
Wait, so you knock, he opens the door, and just punches you?
Punches me. So he punches me. I beat him up. My fist got all bloody, and it was crazy.
He didn't know we were together. So, yeah.
Put him in a chokehold on the floor. I'm holding him, and I say, how could you do this to her? And she says, no, you. Punches me in the head.
She attacks you.
She attacks me. She hit me harder than him. So I let him go. Throws another punch. He misses. I punch him. She says, come on, me and more. Come on. He takes him inside, and I was heartbroken. I love this woman. So now, you know, trying to be vulnerable is hard for me, and I can see it.
Yo.
See some red flags in his relationship.
studio, got a stack of cash. You know, money makes people do some crazy.
That we could build our test around. If you check out both of their Instagrams, you'll come to find out that both Andre and Hunter are music artists. Because they're both music artists, we decided that the best place for this test to take place at would be at a music studio, so we proceeded to renting one out. It would be Hunter's job to bring Mackenzie here. He would be doing so by asking and convincing her to come with him to a recording session that he and Andre supposedly planned out. We drove all the way over here to give you this. We couldn't afford letting this get into the wrong hands, so we had to literally hand deliver it to you.
Alright.
It's basically the rundown of the game plan. I know you know everything, but like every little detail of our game plan is here. Everyone is going to be in there, everyone's role. Like I said, I know you already know what you're doing and everything, but just in case you want a refresher and stuff, it's all right in there. So read that sucker on your own time, go over it, make sure you got everything down, and then when you're done, burn that sucker.
Burn it.
Or dispose of it.
Hey, burn it.
Just
Okay.
don't let it get into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mean so
Yeah, man.
it's confidential, dude. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean, of course, if you got any questions, though, just let us know. It was crucial for Hunter to convince Mackenzie to accompany him to this recording studio, because this is where Andre would be making his move and asking her.
You ever had a dream? One you'd be willing to do anything for? Who does your hair? Me.
On a date. You ready for this?
I'm ready, man.
A week from now, man, it's all going down. You still got a chance to change your minds if you want to, but just let us know. For sure. Cool. Dope. Woo! Now, of course, our plan was not so straightforward. In fact, the studio had a lot of other rooms that allowed us to make our plan as intricate as we wanted it to be, which was a good thing, because in order to make it more realistic, we decided to throw our friend Rachel into the mix. Rachel would be playing the role of the recording studio owner. So, as I said, that's the live feed right there. So remember, you're gonna make your entrance when Hunter sits on the couch. Okay? How are you feeling?
I feel good. We worked all the nerves out.
Okay,
We're good.
cool.
We're good.
Cool,
Ready
cool, cool.
to
There's no
go.
ant this time. There's no ant.
Yeah, I know. I'm here. It's just me on my own this time, you know? So we're ready to go.
And then you got this.
Yeah.
Sure. You know your lines. You know what you gotta say. You know all that good stuff. Okay.
See that? Ooh.
Fair.
Oh man, I just got some rest there. You know?
Just got some rest.
Didn't want to do too much. You know what I mean? But I'm ready to
Can't
go.
play decoy without a good night's
Hey,
sleep.
you know, you gotta know what you're ready to say. Can't fumble the bag, man.
Yes, I think he does this.
Yeah, I think it seems like a very natural transition for me to come in. So
Okay.
just so long as I don't,
Yes.
cause any awareness,
No,
then we're
yes,
good. We're
yes,
good.
Yes, exactly. Remember, you are the owner of the studio. Okay?
Yes.
You're going in there, you're asking for the money.
Yes.
Okay?
Love it. I can do that.
Okay. Other than that, like I said, all we gotta do is we just gotta hide that mic, so don't really forget that, okay? But other than that, dude, just keep on prepping, man. Keep on mentally preparing.
Sure.
So an entire week had passed since first meeting up with Hunter, and our plan to test Mackenzie would be executed within the next hour. We set up our hidden cameras and made sure that everyone knew their roles. All that was left to do was wait for Hunter to arrive with Mackenzie. Alrighty guys, so we're moving the car out of the property. However, we're not moving it very far. We are just moving it right over here. Now, getting Mackenzie to come to the studio was only the first step of our plan. In order for Andre to even make his move, we needed to find a way to get him and Mackenzie by themselves. Well, luckily, we had a way. See, we instructed Hunter to keep Mackenzie under the impression that both he and Andre would be splitting the cost of this recording session 50-50. However, when the time is right, Mackenzie will learn that Andre has paid his portion, but Hunter has yet to pay his. And this is where Rachel will enter the scene. As the recording studio owner, Rachel will walk into the recording room and ask for the money that Hunter still supposedly owes her for the recording session. On cue, Hunter will oblige and hand Rachel his credit card, but Rachel won't take it because she will inform him that she only takes cash on same-day payments. We're having Rachel say this because this is how we plan to isolate Andre and Mackenzie. Because Hunter won't have any cash, he's gonna have to run to the bank to grab some. However, he must also convince Mackenzie to stay behind with Andre while he does. If all goes well and Hunter does a good job, he will exit the studio, join us in the car, and begin to listen in to Andre asking his girlfriend on a date. Okay, if you guys didn't catch all that, don't worry. I promise you guys will watch it all play out. I just quickly summarized it anyways. But now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where this video gets a little bit different than the rest. See, if Mackenzie ends up actually giving Andre her phone number and agrees to go on a date with him, we agreed to give Hunter the opportunity to either confront her right then and there in the studio, or to wait and see if Mackenzie actually follows through with her date with Andre and confront her then while she's on her date with Andre. Yeah, this is something that many of you guys have been wanting us to do for a very long time, so we decided to finally do it. But again, it wouldn't be up to us, it would be up to Hunter and whatever he wanted to do. Alrighty guys, so the moment of truth is approaching. Everything is pretty much ready to go. The cameras in the studio are recording. Everyone in there already knows their jobs. I'm in here, connected onto a phone call with Andre right here so that I can listen in to everything that's about to happen in there. And yes, all we pretty much just have to do is just wait for Hunter to arrive with Mackenzie, which according to the last text message that he sent me should be happening within the next 20-ish minutes. So yeah, all we pretty much just have to do, like I said, is just wait. You're getting low on battery? Okay. Where are you at? 27%. Okay. Same? Okay.
I think we should cut.
Okay.
Roll again
Let's do that. Let's cut and then let's just be ready to hit record when we get close. In an effort to conserve the battery life of our primary cameras, we decided to shut them off until Hunter and Mackenzie arrive. Luckily though, our secondary cameras aren't sharing the same fate, and those continue to roll. It is now only a matter of time before this test officially begins.
Yeah, we gotta add.
A lot of people don't know this, but the best way to make money with Amazon in 2021 is not.
So we shut off our cameras in order to conserve their battery life, right? Well, unfortunately, we were not fast enough to flip them back on in order to record Hunter and Mackenzie pulling into the studio. Ooh, I think that was Hunter. Was that him? I think that was Hunter and Mackenzie's car that just pulled into the studio parking lot, but we unfortunately missed them. Did you manage to get them, Anthony? I know I didn't.
No one
You did not get them?
No,
You're the one who suggested we should cut.
I know, but...
So we weren't quick enough to capture Hunter and Mackenzie pulling in, but luckily, the camera that we set up in the parking lot did capture them walking into the studio. Nonetheless though, the important thing is that Hunter and Mackenzie had arrived, which meant that this test was officially about to begin. Hunter walks Mackenzie inside and begins making his way upstairs to Andre. Being that this is a recording studio that Hunter has actually previously recorded at, he is very familiar with the layout.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Chillin'.
What you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so they just walked into the recording room.
Nice to meet you too.
I don't exactly have the best quality audio, but I mean, hey, at least it's something. Hunter has fulfilled his job in bringing Mackenzie to the music studio, and she and Dre have met for the very first time. The boys now play it cool. They pretend to catch up as they wait for the quote-unquote audio engineer to arrive. For those of you guys who don't know, during a recording session, the audio engineer is the person responsible for operating the technical equipment used to record the track. So while Andre and Hunter would be the ones rapping or singing, the audio engineer would be the one balancing and adjusting their song.
Yeah, the engineer, he's running a couple minutes late, but he should be here. What was his name? Late, okay. Yeah. He's like running a couple minutes late, but he should be here soon.
Now, as I'm sure many of you might have guessed, there is no audio engineer coming. It's all just part of our elaborate plan, and you'll see how it all ties in nicely later. Right now, though, it's time for Rachel to enter the scene. Remember, Hunter supposedly still owes his half for the recording session, so Rachel is headed to collect her money.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm just here to collect the $1 million. Well, I'm sorry we actually got the card on the 6th. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I mean, we know it's a card, it's just you have to pay online.
I wish I had one.
I mean, I can spot your vote.
Someone had it. You just gotta get the cash.
Yeah, 2 pictures for the remaining cards.
I'll just...
Hey, you're actually just checking for the room,
Oh, dang, it's so good. Andre's doing a good
Nah, it's cool. Don't even worry about it, bro. I'll be right. Bro, this is like 2 minutes away. Do you mind if I just go run and get it really quick?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I mean, we cash right now. Like, easier.
But I have this weird thing that, like, I don't like owing people money, you know? So it's like, no worries, no worries. I was gonna say you could come with me, but, you know, y'all ain't really saying. No, because I'll make it work. I expect it, bro. I expect it. This shit will be good.
Well, I'll be back in 20, 25 minutes. You need anything? I'll be right there.
Whoa, what the fuck?
And just like that, Hunter makes his exit in a quick and rather abrupt fashion, leaving Mackenzie and Andre by themselves.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounded pretty realistic, but at the same time it sounded a little sus. I just think it happened a little bit too quickly.
Damn, he's just gonna get you like that? You just leave you on me?
I guess so.
That's crazy, man.
There was no doubt in my mind that Mackenzie was confused and perhaps a little uncomfortable, but all that mattered was that she didn't catch on to the fact that she was being tested.
Regardless, like I said, the job is done. Hunter should be making his way outside and joining us pretty soon here. And there he is now. I'm going to step outside and mic him up.
You from around here?
Yeah, actually, it's
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes away from here. Like downtown, close to like Staples. Yeah, it's not too bad with like no traffic, but once the traffic starts, it gets to be a little bit rough, you know.
Right, everything takes 45 minutes.
Oh my God, when traffic is out, it's terrible.
Andre begins normalizing an awkward situation and breaking the ice.
Here we go.
With Mackenzie. The small talk that he makes with her allows Hunter and myself to get situated, comfortable, and ready to listen in.
We got to listen in. Thank you, sir. You good? You here? Yes.
Has Hunter showed you the music you've been working on?
No.
Really? Man, I always tell him to at least try and play something for somebody. This has been great. Wow, you've been missing out.
I guess so.
Are you gonna be like doing anything? Are you singing anything?
Oh, absolutely not. I can't sing enough to sing, right?
Yo, that's so funny because I'm looking at you like, she's gotta be a singer. She looks like you're about to come in here and just lay a hook for us.
Just chill.
Are you nervous about everything, so? I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Okay. I'm confident, but yeah, there's a little hint of nervous. It's okay. In this predicament, I would say so.
Yeah, I like to record in like my house, but this type of thing is dope, man. Hunter is like, that's his vibe. He likes the nice big studios and like, you know, to come in and have the nice aesthetics and all that. So, I rock with it, and this is so crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Why?
It's just, it's elaborate. We're really going the distance with this.
And so Andre continues making his small talk with Mackenzie, all with the intention of getting comfortable enough with her to eventually ask her on that date.
So far, it's all been okay, for the most part.
It's been small talk. That's it.
Andre spends a good 10 to 15 minutes just chopping it up with Mackenzie before their friendly conversation transitions into a topic that Andre takes advantage of and utilizes to finally make his move.
It's like this whole lockdown thing. It's like, it's just totally just messed up, like, just my timing and everything. I just,
How's COVID been?
It's terrible.
Yeah, insane.
What about you?
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's just the same as everyone else does.
Yeah, I feel that. Have you been to like any, they started opening up, I guess, restaurants and stuff. Have you been to any restaurants or bars or anything like that?
I mean, I've been to
I mean, like a sit-down restaurant, like Benihana or something like that.
I guess sit down. No. Not some walk down, and I'm not even sure if anyone before that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna explain that to you. I'm not gonna explore that too deeply. But that's when's the last time you went to a bar?
Definitely not since lockdown happened.
Would you be down to go to one?
Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Listen in.
What do you mean? Like, I mean, yeah, I guess it was open.
Okay, like, what are you doing this weekend?
This weekend. I don't know why.
Well, I kind of have to plug on a restaurant. Like, my boy, he owns like a restaurant kind of bar type place, and I was gonna go this weekend and get something. I was wondering when you want to go with me, get something to eat, something to drink.
And just like that, Andre has made his move. He has invited Mackenzie to share a meal with him at a restaurant where he supposedly has the plug.
Okay, you've got the plug. You got a hookup. It's a restaurant. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I got the plug. Like, I know the owner. The owner is my homie. Like, you know, I'm doing well for himself in the restaurant business. So, you know, he'll let me bring some people through. If I call him, like, you know, hey, I got somebody I want to bring with me. Could you set me up a table or something like that? We'll be fine. You know, if you want to go.
I mean, yes.
I mean, don't say shit. Just put your number in my phone. And I'll set it up.
So as you all just saw and heard, Mackenzie has agreed to share a meal with Andre and proceeds to giving him her phone number to schedule that out. You could argue that Mackenzie has already failed this test. However, you could also argue that she hasn't failed yet because she hasn't actually followed through with anything.
I'm excited. It's really nice to, like,
In my opinion, both arguments are correct because the matter is completely subjective. So in other words, it all comes down to however Hunter sees his situation.
I don't even know what to say.
Okay, so she agreed to go to this restaurant with them. She put her number in his phone.
I mean, that's she shouldn't have given her number out, you know?
I mean, they are like, I don't know. I'm just trying to give her like the benefit of the doubt, I guess. You know, like maybe she just did it just to be nice. Maybe she is down to go with them, but maybe just as friends.
I would like to think that. I want to be comfortable with her thinking that it would be okay to hang out with them as friends. But
well, maybe she thinks that you're going to go with them too.
Yeah, maybe.
You get me? Like, so.
You're thinking in a more positive way. That's good. You know,
maybe she's just hungry.
I'm not really happy with what she did, but maybe you're right. You know,
yeah.
Maybe it was just awkward and, you know.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have the engineer come in pretty soon, but I don't know where he's at. So hopefully he gets here in a second. But,
so you could do one of two things. You could go walk in there and you could be like, hey, why'd you give me your number?
Yeah.
Or, if you wanted to, you could wait and see if she actually ends up going to that restaurant with Andre by herself.
Put me in a hard position here. Not because, you know, I want to go in there right now and just call her out. But, like you said, give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's not as bad as I think or feel it is. So, I'm down to wait and see what happens.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because do you understand exactly what that would entail, right? That would mean that Andre has to spend these next couple of days basically talking to her, texting her, calling her and stuff. He's got to tell her, hey, we're not going as friends. We're not going with Hunter. Going to that restaurant, we'll be going as a date. Are you comfortable with that?
I'm not really comfortable with it.
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to do it, it's completely understandable and stuff.
No, because I don't want to be looking over my shoulder every time we go out or something. I'd rather okay, are you loyal or are you not?
Right.
You know?
I feel you.
So
I just don't want to make you jealous or put you in a position that you don't want to be in. You get me? I want to make it clear that you fully understand exactly what is happening. I want you to understand also that Dre hitting her up and stuff is not going to be because he wants to. It's because he's trying to help you out and stuff. You get me?
It's more on her. You know, my loyalty is with her, and hers is supposed to be with mine.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I'm cool to test it out.
Cool. So you promise you won't punch Dre, fight Dre, get mad at Dre?
I can't promise that. But,
I mean, I can have him screenshot the messages or whatever and send them to you. You got me if you really want to go that far, though. I don't know. It's
my anger will be towards her.
Okay.
You know, and I won't hit her once.
Okay.
We'll be okay. I might yell at her.
Okay. So let me give you prop money because remember we got to make it seem like we actually got to make it seem like you actually want to do it.
First year driving rideshare. TurboTax made filing extremely simple, and having a live expert go over the forms is great.
And and give the prop money to Rachel. Yeah, you could go ahead and step out. You could also take off your mic and just give it to Jacob right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, Hunter has decided to not confront Mackenzie. At least, not yet, that is. Instead, Hunter has chosen to wait and see if Mackenzie actually follows through with her date with Andre.
Honestly, but he's taking a little while, too.
He's always been hard, so.
That's kind of why I just wanted to pay myself. It's like, but actually, it's not the same way. I don't really like when people don't really like that either.
I get it. It's a lot of cash. It's not like it's like $10 or something.
Yeah.
No. How did you meet your restaurant?
Actually, so when I was in high school, like, I used to just run around a lot.
Okay, so Hunter has decided to go through with this thing until the very end. He's decided to see if Mackenzie would actually go through with the dates with Andre, or if she's just being friendly or courteous and stuff. So we've given him prop money. We've sent him back inside. He should be walking.
Paying Rachel her quote-unquote money and pretending like none of this ever happened.
I thought I was coming back. Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Sorry about the wait.
All good. Thanks so much. Have a good session.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Because Hunter has decided to see if Mackenzie would actually follow through with the date, it's time to execute our contingency plan and end this thing for the day. Andre clicked on me in order to get Mackenzie's number, but in a couple of minutes, I will be giving him a call back. I will pretend to be Blake, the supposed audio engineer that is running late, and I will let Andre know that I unfortunately won't be able to make it after all.
Super hard out, man. I'm right here. Yo, what's up, man? Where you at?
Hey, dude, I'm really sorry to do this to you, bro, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to make the session after all, dude. Was it cool if we, like, postponed for, like, a week?
Wait, you said you want to reschedule.
Yeah, bro, I was legit, like, 20 minutes away, and then my mom hits me up, dude, and she's like, I have an emergency, like, I need your help.
Dude, Hunter's here right now. Everybody's here, man. We just paid, just literally gave the labor.
As stated, the goal is to just end this thing for the day. But of course, we need to do so realistically so that Mackenzie continues to remain oblivious to what is really going on. I mean, unless you're down waiting 2 hours till I get there, but if not, like, I'll record for free for you guys next week.
Nah, bro. Nah, we don't have 2 hours to wait, man. We don't have 2 hours to wait.
I'm gonna make it up to you guys, bro. I promise.
Yeah,
right?
I need you to make it up to me, man. Because this is, come on, man. You don't normally do this.
This phone call will give the boys the perfect out. They will supposedly reschedule the recording session, and Hunter and Mackenzie will effectively exit the scene. I looked so bad. Jesus Christ, but I was trying to talk fast because I know you guys' cameras are dying. Where do you guys at? Woo! 7%! What do you got? Let's see. 3%. Woo! We made it, guys.
And now we can't record. Right. What was his reason? Did you say he just had an emergency?
Alrighty, we're done for the day. Let's go ahead and cut, and let's start packing up because I'm pretty sure Hunter and Mackenzie are going to be driving out right now, so we got to be hiding by the time they come in out. So.
He doesn't normally do it, so man, hopefully we can just get something set in stone.
You can never work with that guy again. You should never work ever.
Man, dude. Well, I'm sorry about that, bro. Hopefully we can figure something out for the next few days.
Maybe he did have an emergency. You never know.
Yeah.
Sure, holler at you later, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Sure. Hey, it was nice meeting you.
Our plan goes off without a hitch, but this test is far from over. Andre must now keep in touch with Mackenzie and solidify their rendezvous. Hunter must continue to play it cool, but at the same time prepare himself to confront Mackenzie if she decides to actually go through with the date.
Remember, what are we not gonna mention to Grandma?
That Grandpa loves redhead? That Lizzie got a lower back tattoo? That you are...
Okay, so we had to keep this test going for a whole nother week. Initially, I thought it was going to be easy. I thought that Andre would have just texted Mackenzie once a day, confirmed their date, and then boom, the date would happen. But no. I soon found out how much more time-consuming this was all going to be. See, first and foremost, there was keeping in touch with Mackenzie. It turns out that texting Mackenzie would be a big investment. I don't know if she just had a lockdown boredom or if she's just a big texter, but Mackenzie texted Andre a lot. Now, secondly, there was keeping Hunter updated. Like any other person would in his position, Hunter would check in for an update here and there. I didn't really have an update to give him most of the time, but here and there, something quote-unquote interesting would happen. And thirdly, there was planning out Andre and Mackenzie's potential date. If you guys remember, Andre told Mackenzie that his friend was the one that owned the restaurant where they would be eating at, which meant that we had to recruit the help of our friend Muba to play this role. Furthermore, finding a restaurant to end this test at was a little bit difficult because number one, we had to once again work around everyone's schedule, but number two, we also had to work around the lockdown restrictions in our city. Like at one point, we were even going to switch up the entire plan for this video, but luckily, we ended up finding a restaurant and moved forward with that one. So our request to book this beautiful restaurant right over here was approved, which means that we now have this restaurant booked on Sunday. So Andre scheduled out his potential quote-unquote date with Mackenzie this Sunday at 5 p.m. So we're obviously going to get to this restaurant a lot sooner than 5 p.m., but pretty much 5 p.m. is when it's all hopefully not going down, but going down if Mackenzie decides to show up to this restaurant. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the million-dollar question. Would Mackenzie actually show up to her date with Andre? Well, eventually Sunday came around, and we were all about to find out. Alrighty, Trey, you pulled up messages with Mackenzie, right? Alright, thank you, sir. I'm not going to read them, I don't want to read them, I refuse to read them. No, I'm nosy. Alright. There's messages Dre's been texting Mackenzie right there. Just go ahead and read them. You don't have to read them out loud.
Yo, y'all think I should go on Omegle?
Alrighty, so right now we have.
But the thing is, bro, I know niggas gonna be like weird on Omegle and like show dick pics and shit like that.
Here within the next hour.
I'm not with that shit, bro.
Hopefully she doesn't show up. There's still hope. Yeah, there's still hope.
I'm not with that shit, bro. Can you turn this thing off real quick?
And therefore, God forbid, but God forbid she show up as well. Right. What is the lesser of two evils? Yeah. We'll see. But Muba, remember, you're pretending to be the owner of this local restaurant. What do you think? You like it? It reminds me of like a boat. I feel like this. Yeah, it is. It kind of is, right? That's the vibe. Yeah. So it's just a bar. However, you're gonna pretend because he's been telling her that it's also a restaurant. Okay, so we're gonna pretend.
Yeah, what do you mean by what's this?
So upstairs there is no kitchen.
This is UDY.
So we just need her there for
Steve and Griffin that cheap on Amazon.
And then Hunter will come back. So the location where Andre and Mackenzie would be having their potential date ended up being more of a bar than a restaurant. Either way though, we were going to make it work. We selected out a table where we wanted Muba, the quote-unquote restaurant owner, to seat Andre and Mackenzie. We then proceeded to aim cameras at this table. So we're going to be setting up the hidden cameras right along this bar right over here. Right now we're just placing down the cameras. We're going to making sure we got the right angles.
I'll use Bob Marley music
later. We're probably going to hide them with like a shirt, a sweater, a backpack, maybe some cups in front of it or something like that to like obscure the lens and everything, I guess. Contrary to what you guys might think, there's actually quite a bit of distance between the bar and the booth that they're going to be seated in. If she's sitting here and she's looking at the bar, I mean, I can see the cameras now because they're not hidden, but they're going to be hidden, so she won't be able to see them when they are hidden. This bar was also a 2-story bar, which was perfect because Hunter could be hiding upstairs. From there, he could safely watch and listen in to see if Mackenzie actually ends up showing up to this date. We set up a live visual and audio feed in order for him to do so.
Yo, y'all wanna watch some paranormal shit?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I can't even believe it. Like, she's really doing it.
Yeah,
she's really gonna do it.
I mean, like I said, there's still hope that she doesn't show up, even though right now it's looking like she is.
I hope not. I mean, this is already enough to make something happen. So, I don't know. This is the last straw.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I feel betrayed.
Yeah. I get you. I get you.
I mean,
I'm gonna scare the shit out of y'all right now. Good luck.
I want to be someone else, who is popular, that everyone likes. I want to be Katie Sharp.
No man, this is the big rod. Oh, nice. This is a big rod.
How about ghosts caught on camera? Hiding in the closet. This next video was sent in by a viewer, and it's one of those rare paranormal stories that's been around on YouTube for a decade, but not many people have ever seen it. In fact, in over 10 years, this channel has only gotten 66 subscribers and very few views. So, let's get into it. Back in February 2011, YouTube user Steph posts a series of videos to document the creepy paranormal activity that she says she often experiences in her house's basement. But even as she tries to simply introduce her channel, things get a bit weird.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph. I live in New York, and I just wanted to do a little bit of an introduction to my channel, Steph's Basement 89. Basically, I think my house is haunted, which I know sounds silly, and I still feel kind of silly saying it, but I guess I shouldn't. We figured out that about the start of the new year of this year was when things started to happen. It's mostly in the basement, but... Right?
Wait.
Did you, or are you f***ing with me?
Someone stayed at the doorway. I saw it. Someone standing at the
Well,
doorway.
she's a nigga. Please stop on.
So, can you... Don't go far. So, as I'm recording to you, pardon my language, I feel like I just saw someone standing in the doorway, and so did he. No one, right?
That was definitely,
Oh, she ready to get
This
up
Chinese
out
street
of
artist
there.
isn't drawing his female customer. He's drawing her soulmate.
sounds like someone was walking around.
Okay. We'll be back. But yeah, this is an introduction, a pretty good introduction to my channel, and freaking out a little bit right now, but that's okay. Hope you enjoy. Bye.
Steph and her roommate Sam both claim to see something off camera, and we can hear strange noises in the background, but of course all of this could easily be faked. But trust me, things are gonna get much creepier. In this next video, we head down to what Steph alleges is the most haunted area of her home, the basement. Steph's little dog Bella seems a bit freaked out by something in the basement closet.
So normally when I come home from work, my dog Bella will come running to the door to greet me or whatever, and I just came home and she didn't do that, and it ends up she's down here in the basement just obsessing over this closet door. She's never done this before. It looks as if she's waiting for it to open, or she thinks there's someone behind it, where it's like she acts like she's acting how she does when she wants to get into one of the rooms upstairs. But she hasn't acknowledged me at all since I came home, which is very weird. Bella. She's not even answering to her name. I'm just gonna open it. If I could pull it. See, baby, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing in there, crazy lady. Well, it's dark, but as you could probably see, there's no one in the closet, thank God. See, baby, there's nothing there, lady. Nothing, okay? Oh, she's back to sniffing it again. It's freaking me out. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Over the next month, Steph experiences random noises from the basement and even some unnerving sightings of what she believes to be a supernatural apparition. she sets up a camera to record her basement room, specifically the closet. Her recordings capture many hours of, well, nothing. But then, late one Friday night, this happens.
Like this so that I know.
The secret to product research is keyword demand. So there's a lot of opportunity on Amazon. There's lots of products that you can sell.
As Steph's friend Reese is casually sitting in the basement one night checking her phone, the closet door just pops open on its own. Now, Reese is a skeptic and doesn't believe the basement to be haunted at all. But still, we see her make a tiptoeing dash right out of the room, and we can hear her run up the stairs. So she definitely seems spooked. So now, we cut to one night where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour. Steph decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, for Stan. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Did you see it? As Steph pans her camera by the open closet door, it looks as if an older woman in a white gown is just standing there, watching. When Steph pans back seconds later, no one there. So did Steph capture real paranormal activity in her basement? And just what happened after this? Well, we'll never know, because you see, Steph hasn't posted to her YouTube channel since these creepy incidents 10 years ago. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. What remains? YouTuber and paranormal skeptic El Cubo Oficial was contacted by a homeowner who invited him to investigate strange paranormal activity in a house in Mexico. Years ago, the property the house sits on was a guava orchard. When land developers dug up the orchard, they were shocked to find the unexplained remains of 2 bodies buried in the orchard fields. One of the bodies was that of a young girl. A house was later built on this land, and the family living there has experienced nothing but terrifying supernatural activity. They say things move on their own. They hear the unexplained whispers of a child, and they've even seen the ghostly apparition of a young girl walking the hallways. Eventually, the family just decided to leave the house. But the homeowner, Pipa, now claims that the house is so haunted that no one will buy it. El Cubo Oficial agrees to investigate the allegedly haunted home. He is accompanied by paranormal investigator Paco Santin, psychic medium Aureli, and the home's owner, Pipa. The investigation is streamed live to YouTube as the group enters the house and begins their investigation.
Niña. ¿Dónde?
Sí, aquí por el pasillo atrás de Paco, aquí, para el cuarto este.
¿Acá?
Sí.
No, con esta. Es más, guárdate esta. ¿Me puedes dar tu lamparita?
Sí.
Dale esa.
Voy.
¡Ay, no mames! Santi. Sí hay algo aquí, güey. Aquí. ¿Dónde la escondiste, cabrón?
No, nadie.
No te pases de verga, güey. Alguien ahí, una niña aquí, te lo juro que sí, dijo, güey. Hola.
Oh, no. La puerta se cerró. Nos quedamos aquí.
Oh. Escucha, están caminando.
Hola. ¿Estás aquí?
¡Oh, mames! A tu culo, güey. Hablaron, ¿verdad? Pero no es un vecino, Pipa. Oh.
Aquí está una niña, aquí está una presencia de una niña. Y está muy fuerte, ¿eh? Muy fuerte.
Hola. ¿Sabes, Pipa? Debe ser un vecino que traes, carnal. Sí, a huevo. No me dice que sea un vecino, güey. Chécate en la puerta. Están hablando, güey. Eso no es normal, güey.
Pipa claims that he sees something lurking at the back door, and then they all hear the voice of a child from somewhere within the house. Now, YouTuber El Cubo Oficial is a complete skeptic when it comes to the paranormal, so he believes that the others might simply be playing a prank on him. After looking around and checking the back door, he asks all of them to empty their pockets and leave their phones on a mattress sitting on top of a table. This is to eliminate any chance that one of them might be simply playing a recording. At the exact moment that El Cubo Oficial is explaining to his live YouTube audience that he has a hard time believing in the paranormal, he captures something absolutely terrifying.
Pero se me hace difícil aceptar que hay una niña aquí, o sea, no es como... Si quieren que sea honesto, yo escucho una persona viva. O sea, si quieren que sea honesto. Tlacoche, gracias por tu apoyo. Nos queda un silencio. Now, what is this about? Oh, Sierra Canyon. Yeah.
You got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, and you got Sierra Canyon.
Did you see it? Without knowing it, El Cubo captures the pale face of a young girl in the door's window right behind him. It's not until many minutes later that they read the live chat and discover what they just captured on camera. When they go through the door and look inside the room, there's no one there. So did they possibly capture the ghost of the young girl whose remains were found on the property? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch the full video with even more scary activity over on the YouTube channel El Cubo Oficial. Monster on the Wall. Caitlin Nichols is the proud mother of 2-year-old triplet girls and shares her journey from infertility to motherhood on TikTok and other social media. Her TikTok is dedicated to sharing stories and videos of her 3 girls, and she has never posted anything related to the paranormal. That is, until one evening when the baby monitor in her children's bedroom captures something very creepy after the girls wake up from their nap. Triplets are all watching and pointing at the exact same wall, and they seem to be talking to something that isn't there. Caitlin says that she has no idea what the girls saw and is unable to explain their odd behavior. But then, on another night at 3:40 a.m., her daughter Millie wakes up crying, scared of something on the exact same wall. sobs as she explains to her mother that she saw a monster on the wall in her room. So just what are the triplets seeing? Is it possible that they can see something that we can't? You can watch more videos of the girls' eerie and unsettling reactions over on Caitlin's TikTok page, 555 MPH, a triplet story. At a glance. Josh from the YouTube channel Other Studios reached out to me about a friend of his named Cody. Josh claims that Cody was alone in his house in Oxford, North Carolina one day when suddenly strange things began to happen. Lights begin to flicker and he can hear the sound of things being moved around in his home. Needless to say, Cody is pretty freaked out. But he takes out his phone and starts to record short videos of the strange events to send to his girlfriend. Eventually, Cody has had enough and steps outside for just a few seconds to take a break from the crazy things happening in his house. After taking a moment to gather his courage, he starts recording again and steps back inside. What he captures is absolutely terrifying.
Nope.
Cabinet doors have opened on their own and a chair has fallen over on its side. But most terrifying of all, a face can be seen staring at Cody from the top right corner of a doorway. Cody is shocked when he reviews his footage. To this day, Cody still has no idea what this horrifying face could be. So what do you think that is? You can watch the full video over on his YouTube channel, Other Studios, which despite the rather suspect sounding name, Josh claims is not a short film, quote, studio channel. In point of fact, Josh has never uploaded anything other than this one video. Raid Shadow Ledge, scratch that. The Raid. Now this next clip is another case where I've been unable to find the original source video, even after hours of searching. The video is in Portuguese and was posted to Reddit by user Mr. Miracle BR. He claims that he found the clip on Twitter where it was shared by a Brazilian police officer. The video allegedly shows a raid by law enforcement officers in Brazil. Now I have no way to verify the backstory on this one, but the clip is definitely very creepy.
Caralho, bicho, que é isso, mano? Cuidado, Judá. Cuidado, mano, que é isso, mano? Não tem nada. Caralho, mano, que é isso, bicho? Caralho, mano. Mano, que é isso, bicho? Caralho, mano, bora, mano. Vai, mano, vai, mano. Vai, mano, vai, mano. Vai, mano. Caralho, mano, que é isso, bicho?
A door violently opens and closes on its own, freaking out the team of men searching through what appears to be an abandoned building. But, did you see it? As the men run and the cameraman waits for the others to catch up, a horrifying face appears to quickly pop up from the edge of a door frame before disappearing back inside. It happens so fast that only when the clip is slowed down can the face be seen emerging out of thin air. But is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax?
Insulin injections can make diabetes complicated. Meet Omnipod. It delivers insulin without daily injection.
You decide. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram here and on Twitter right there. See you next week. Cimino says that his house has always been somewhat haunted. But things recently took a turn for the worse once he discovered some old patient IDs that had been hidden in his house behind a secret door. Nick has no idea how or why the patient IDs ended up hidden in his house, but the tags date back to 1965 and are all from the Kings Park Psychiatric Hospital in Long Island, New York. Before this hospital was shut down by the state, Kings Park Psychiatric was known for horrific patient abuse.
I've laid all the cards out and we've been doing some research. You can only see them well with a flashlight, but a lot of the medications these people were taking were for schizophrenia and other disorders like that. Some were for bipolar and some were from anxiety or psychotic episodes, and this is mind-blowing. These obviously are the easy ones to see. And it says their department, their telephone number, all this, but these were crazy. You get the date, you get the doctor that prescribed it, when they have to take it, and what drug it was. I'm going to gather their names, their addresses, who their doctors were. I'm going to try to figure out if any of them are still alive. Why these were hidden in my house. Maybe someone lived in my house that was in the psych ward or something like that. I'm going to research some of the buildings. I'll try to get answers. Because you're kidding me, no f***ing way. This is an actual horror movie. I literally think I just summoned something. I don't want to be down here now.
After finding and researching the patient tags, Nick says that the haunting in his house just got more intense.
Like what? This is... Oh my god, what is going on? The sink is on. I literally hear the sink. What is going on? What is this? Hello? Stuff was literally flying downstairs. Oh my god. Spirit, enough! Stuff is just being thrown. And now the TV's off. What is going on?
In this clip, Nick even manages to capture a bizarre shadowy figure in one of the doorways, even though he says he didn't see the odd apparition while he was filming. But things get even more bizarre. Nick says that it now seems that the haunting has even followed him to his job at a local frozen yogurt shop.
Okay guys, we were literally just about to leave my store when just started flickering again. This is the second time it's happened. My car's over there, and... I'm shaking right now. Okay, and her keys are in the bag. I need to go get my keys. And the light turned on. Okay, well, I'm gonna literally record this whole thing just so you guys can see what happened. I'm literally so scared. Okay, something. The bathroom light's on too.
Well, why are my keys on the floor? They were not there. Like, my dad put them on the desk. Like, oh my god.
She's like, oh my god.
We closed at 10, so we need to it's so dark because all the light switches are over here.
Stop it, go.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, this is what I mean. This room is over. This is...
Oh my god.
This is what we're dealing with.
Oh my god, yo, what the bro, Nick, did you do this on purpose?
No,
I'm gonna be dead at your Nick.
Stop! You're literally... Are you... No. We're gonna peace out for the night. Okay. We're gonna peace out for the night.
Even his co-workers start experiencing intense supernatural encounters while working alone at the store.
Yeah, nigga, I was quick.
Like, this is not a joke. Oh my god. Where the heck did the music come from? And the music just stopped. no one f***ing here. Oh my god, oh my god!
Now, I have to say, Nick Cimino's TikTok is probably the most compelling supernatural TikTok account I've ever seen. His footage shows multiple witnesses to his paranormal encounters, and the witness reactions actually seem pretty legit.
My name is Javier Araki, and I'm in the nursing program at Kaiser University. At Kaiser they do,
But as always, real or fake, I leave it to you to decide. Nick is currently in the process of setting up a YouTube channel where he plans to show longer videos of his encounters. So head over there and subscribe. Or you can check out his TikTok at NickCimino68. The Watcher in the Window. Over on the YouTube ghost hunting channel, The Haunted Side, lead investigator Patrick and his cameraman Jason are investigating the supposedly very haunted Cleanwater Demon House in Reno, Nevada. According to local legend, many people have lost their lives in the house, and the property is said to have been home to occult activity for years. As Patrick and Jason investigate, they experience many strange occurrences.
Region.
Oh, I got dizzy for a second.
Central.
Oh, it's so cold right here.
Yeah, it just got real cold.
Ooh. Who's in here?
Ambition.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Object.
As Patrick says, "Who's in here?" without even noticing, he picks up a small voice, almost like a child, whispering, "Me."
Who's in here? What the f***? What the f***? Footsteps right above us.
The guys hear bizarre noises from upstairs and head up to investigate. As they are checking out the upper floor, some truly creepy things are happening on the floor below.
If you walk closer to this machine right here, it'll let us know that you're there. Can you come just a little bit closer? Ooh. You see that? After reviewing the footage, we could find no explainable reason that bike should have fallen over, so we decide to regroup and head back upstairs.
Upstairs EVP session. Is there somebody up here with me? Whoa! Dude.
Is that you?
No.
What the f***?
But throughout the whole investigation, there's something even more chilling going on. Something that the guys don't even realize.
I don't know what it is about that staircase, but it just doesn't feel good. What was that?
Patrick catches an unexplained shadow figure looming in a doorway, as if staring out at them. Even more bizarre, they have a second camera filming inside, and as you can see, there's no one there.
What was that? I don't think that was a shadow. It was on the other side of that window.
But
Bro, y'all see that thing, bro? Y'all seen that light
this
orb?
strange dark figure seems to be watching over them throughout their investigation.
I'm gonna move the volume down like a smidgen. Just tell me when.
Okay.
When it's not feeding back like that. Smidgen. Just tell me when it's not feeding back like that. What's especially creepy about this figure is it appears there and then a second later disappears from that window.
To watch The Haunted Side's full two-part investigation of the Cleanwater Demon House, as well as their other weekly paranormal investigations, check out their YouTube channel.